Welcome to Oakdale, Minnesota for a Metro East Conference softball showdown between the Simley Spartans and the Tartan Titans. We've got 70-degree weather, a little bit of a breeze out here today, but we've got some great softball action coming your way. Ted LaRue taking you along through this one here today, and we've got a matchup of two teams. We could see some runs on the board. Let's just put it that way here. Simley is coming off of a 22-12 loss to Two Rivers on Monday, and Tartan has allowed 10-plus runs in 8 games this season, including 5 of the last 6 games. So the scoreboard certainly could be lit up today here between the Titans and the Spartans as well. So for Tartan first, let's take a look at what they got out in the field here today. Leah Borgward is going to be in the pitcher's circle here today. We've got Izzy Shodine, Sydney Fearing on the left side, and then we've got Charlotte Graycheck and Alexis Radanke rounding out the infield. Emma Radanke out there in left field, River Amborn, and Aliciana Jackson out there in right field with Avery Robitaille behind home plate here for the Titans this afternoon. Borgwart getting the start, and then we take a look at Simley and what they've got. They have a fantastic first 4 of their lineup, which we'll get into as this broadcast goes along. Charlie Raymond out there in center. She'll bat first. Rowan Smith, followed by Emma Sealhammer. Tamari Christopher, the shortstop, batting fourth. Emma Webinger is behind the plate. She's catching. Got a couple of Mackenzies back there, Jaden and Jordan, and then Hannah Hobart will round things off. The 9-hitter playing left field out there. As we are just about ready for softball on an absolutely beautiful day. Charlie Raymond will bat first here for Simley. And for Raymond, she leads the team in average, runs scored, hits, and singles here. That's 455, 23 runs scored, 20 hits, and 15 base knocks this season. As we are ready and we are underway. First pitch misses down and in for a ball. 1-0, and she's kind of the girl in this lineup that really sets the table for the batters behind her. Second offering in there for a strike, and we're all evened up. 1 ball and 1 strike. Charlie had 6 hits during the May 1st and May 2nd. There's a swing and a miss for strike 2. So 2 games there recently within the last week. She had 3 base hits in each one of those games. So don't be surprised if she gets on quite a bit here this afternoon. Showing bunt. In there for a strike, and down on strikes. 1 gone. We're going to get Rowan Smith next in here for Simley with 1 gone. Swing and a miss. That one's fouled off of Robitaille's mask. No balls and 1 strike. Rowan Smith here this season, hitting .366, 18 RBIs. It's 3 games this season with 3 or more RBIs. You got to go back to May 1st, that Hill Murray matchup. Went 2 for 3, 5 RBIs and a triple. Second offering. The high pop fly here down the third baseline, and it's just going to get out of play. No balls and 2 strikes. And we saw a great strikeout from Borgward to start things off, and what momentum it would be if she can get another out here. That one's going to miss high. 1 and 2. Yeah, these first 4 in this Simley lineup are certainly the leaders on this Spartans team all year, setting the table for the rest of the lineup. The 1-2 offering. Swings and hits it just down the third baseline, just a little bit foul. Hangs around as the count remains at 1 and 2. Let's see if Borgward can get her second strikeout already in as many batters. As we settle in for the 1-2. Swing and a miss, and back-to-back Ks to start this thing. A fantastic start for Leah Borgward. First one looking, second one swinging. 2 gone, and that'll bring up Emma Seelhammer. Stepping in with nobody on here. First pitch of the AB. That one's going to get in there for a strike. Seelhammer has the highest average on the team, hitting .452 on the year. Leads the team in triples with 3. The 0-1. Swing and a miss, and Borgward couldn't have asked so far for a better inning. She is 1 strike away from getting out of this thing. 3 up and 3 down. High pop fly just beyond the third baseline. We got the baseball field here behind us and nearly reaches that, and it remains no balls and 2 strikes. The 0-2 to Seelhammer, and she fouls it back to the screen, staying alive. A couple of foul swings consecutively. Still 0-2. Or 2-2. Scoreboard here says 2-2. I think it's 0-2. All right. Regardless, the 2-strike pitch with 2 outs. Here it is. Line drive, center field, and that one's going back. Can't quite make the grab out there in center. River Amborn out there, and that is a double standing up for Emma Seelhammer.
For the Spartans batting with 2 outs, number 2, Tamari Christopher.
A great job on that last at bat by Seelhammer, kind of staying in it, following some pitches away. And now we're going to get a meeting here. Yeah, all the way down to that final strike. And 2 outs. Smackard won that one out to left center field. That one kind of carried. We got a decent wind here today. So now we're going to see Tamari Christopher, the shortstop for the Spartans, will dig in. She leads the team in home runs and RBIs. 4 home runs, 20 RBIs so far this season. The pitch, swing and a miss, strike 1. 0-1, 2 out. You get this one to the grass, and the Spartans likely take a 1-0 lead. Swing and a miss again. Both of those pitches a little bit low in the zone. Borgward once again down to her last strike. 0-2, 2 out. Remember, 2 strikeouts earlier in the inning. Raymond went down looking and Smith went down swinging. Let's see what happens here. Swing and a miss. 3 strikeouts and 4 batters. And a great inning for the Titans as they get through with this one. We're going to be back after this for the bottom of the first. Great start for the Titans, certainly here on SEC. It was a double from Emma Seelhammer, but 3 strikeouts from Leah Borgward in that first inning. Tartan off to a really good start here in Oakdale today, as the Titans will be up to bat here right now to get this thing started. And leading off for the Titans will be Sydney Fearon. Here's what we got for Simley out there. Amelia Campbell pitching, Smith, Christopher, Seelhammer, McKenzie. Rounding out the infield, Hobart, Raymond, and another McKenzie out there in right field. First pitch offering, that one misses down and in for a ball to get things started. 1 ball, no strikes. In there for a strike. We're evened up at 1-1. So Amelia Campbell, the pitcher, 5-4 record this season, 61 innings pitched, 30 strikeouts, just below a 5 ERA, sitting at 4.82 on the year. And this one's going to be fouled down the first base line, out of play. And it's 0-2. Sydney Fearing, one of 6 seniors to start things off in the first 6 batters. It is senior night here at Tartan High School. Final home game for the Titans of this season. Campbell delivers, ground ball, a couple of hops goes through the wickets of Christopher over there a short. Fearing rounds first, but she thinks better of it and comes back. Tartan starting off well here in the first inning with a base hit. Borgward comes to bat next. Of course, working in the pitcher's circle on the opposite half of the innings. 1 on, nobody out. Here's the first pitch of the at-bat. Looked like she was going to square to bunt, but that one misses down and inside. 1 ball and no strikes. The 1-0. That one's fouled back. 1 ball and 1 strike. Here's the 1-1. It's high, squares the bunt, lays it down. She's got a chance over there at first, and they're going to call her out over there, but she sacrifices the runner over to second. And now we're going to get Izzy Shoden coming up. She plays third base in the field. 1 out and a runner at first. First pitch misses down and in. 1-0. Mentioned that this was the final home game for Tartan. They're going to go at Hill Murray on May 9th, at Rogers on May 12th, at Matamidi on May 13th, May 14th, at White Bear Lake. And these 2 teams will match up again on May 16th as this next pitch is fouled back to the screen. One count, here it is. Squaring to bunt yet again, trying to get the runners into scoring position as much as possible. And the 1-2. Gonna swing away on this one, she does, fouls it back. It remains a 2-strike count. Sydney Fearing over there at second. This is Izzy Shody. The pitch. Got her looking, and that's a strikeout. So that'll be the first out of the inning as Amelia Campbell registers her 31st strikeout of this season. Here's first baseman Alexis Radanke up here for the Titans with 2 gone. First pitch in there for a strike. A 1 offering, a runner at second. Here it is. Ground ball straight up the middle. This should score the runner from second. Fearing rounds, and the Titans strike first blood. It's 1-0. Great job there by Alexis Radanke finding the pitch and an RBI single.
The Titans batting with 2 outs, number 20, River Ambor, senior.
River Amborn is next. First pitch ball to get this one started. Swing and miss over there. 2 outs here in the inning. Early 1-0 lead for the Titans. Here's the 1-1. Swing and a miss. We've got ourselves a 1-2 count. Both of these teams have combined Metro East Conference record of 3-17 coming into this game. This was a solid Tartan team last year. They've just been able to win 1 game here this year. Winds and fires. Fly ball going back into left field. This one carrying. This one does drop before it goes out of play. Runner Alexis coming around third. It's going to be a play at the plate. She slides in and she's safe around third. And we've got ourselves a 2-run inside the park home run and a 3-0 lead for Tartan. You know, I said the wind at the beginning of this broadcast. The wind might have an effect here today, and that ball out to left field just kept on carrying and carrying all the way back to the fence. And great awareness, great base running there, and Aliciana Jackson will be next, the senior right fielder. Let's see how far that one went back, just a teeny bit away from getting out of here. First pitch strike to Jackson. Jackson swings, just a little shot back to the pitcher. Campbell takes care of it, but not before Tartan gets 3 runs here in their half of the first. 1 gone, 6 to go. Back after this.
Self-love made me a better dad because I realized my worth. Arapahoe way, you gotta pray for yourself as well as for everybody else, but never forget yourself. The word father means a lot to me. When I give my love to my children as a father, I can see it. That's the benefit of being a father is seeing those smiling faces.
Will lead things off for the Spartans to get this one started. First pitch ball. Catcher in this lineup for Simley. Seeing if they can fight their way back into it. Tartan, a picture-perfect first inning, both in the top half and the bottom half. Fouled back above the screen and out of play. And we've got ourselves a 1-1 count. Here's the 1-1. Swing and a miss. That one was about shoulder high. Tried to power that one to the outfield. Not happening. 1 and 2. Aaliyah Borgward doing a really nice job so far from inside the circle. The 1-2. That one's fouled up behind the third baseline. This one's going to get out of play. Bounce off the pavement towards the baseball facility here at Tartan. After an unpredictable April season in terms of weather, we have been blessed with some beautiful May weather, which is Minnesota in a nutshell. That one misses high and away for a ball. 2-2 count now. We said today there could be some runs scored, and boy, has the first inning showed that so far, at least from Tartan's side. That one's going to miss outside. 3-2, full count here to Webinger. Jaden McKenzie would be next for the Spartans. Line fires, line drive down the third baseline, and it's just outside the chalk. Foul. That one had the potential, if that one lands fair, it's far enough, behind the third baseman, far enough in front of the left fielder that one possibly could have turned into 2. Here's the 3-2. Just off the inside of the bat, a check swing as the ball meets the fence behind home plate, staying alive, 3-2. Fouled off behind home plate. Doing everything she can here to stay in this at bat. Borgwart looking for her 4th strikeout of the afternoon. Full count. Here it is. Line right out at third, and it takes a hop under the third baseman's glove of Izzy Schoding. And Simley is on here in the second. That's all about patience. Fouling pitches off, staying alive, waiting for your pitch that you know that you can make contact. And sometimes in softball, all it takes is just getting contact and then getting on base. Jaden McKenzie here batting now for Simley. Runner goes, misses high. Gonna have a nice play. Good, trying to throw it second, but just not quite in time. Stolen base. Got a runner in scoring position. Still nobody out. Borgwart delivers. It's fouled to the screen yet again. One ball, one strike. Borgwart delivers. That one misses high. Right at about shoulder level. Webinger stays at second. An infield single and a stolen base got her over there to bag number 2. There's a strike. Two ball, two strike count. There it is, swing and the miss, and there is strikeout number 4. Through the order here from Borgwart, down goes McKenzie, and that's the first out of the inning here for Simley. We got pitcher versus pitcher now here coming up. Amelia Campbell will step in for Simley. 2 sets of white jersey and different shades of blue lettering here today. Swing and a miss on the first offering. Tartan, I guess they got pinstripes a little bit to maybe break up the theme of the same color on both jerseys here. 0-1, 1 out. Simley with a runner in scoring position. There is strike 2 looking, 0-2. The big situation here for Borgwart. If she can find a way to keep that runner over there at second, get to a 2-out situation, it's going to really help her out. See if Simley can create some momentum though. This one fouled away. Still a 2-strike count. Oh, 2 count, Borgwart versus Campbell. This one lifted high out to left field, going back. It looks like it's going to hook foul for a very long strike. It will stay a 2-strike count. Once again, We've seen it a couple of times here today. The wind over to that portion of the field on the run for Tartan. It pushed it all the way back to the fence, and that's the second one that's kind of curved foul there with the wind blowing that way. Campbell now fouls it back the other way behind the first base line. Oh, 0-2. Here it is. That one smacked into right field, shallow right. Can't quite make the grab out there at second. Charlotte Greechek out there in front of Jackson. And now we're going to have runners at the corners after a single from, that's going to be a double, excuse me, from Amelia Campbell. And now we're going to see Jordan McKenzie. I'm going to look at it. You see just right in the perfect spot. Shallow right field in front of Jackson. 1 out. 2 runners in scoring position. Squaring to bunt. Pulls back, but it's a strike anyway on the inside half. And the 0-2 offering. Very high, matching the height of the helmet on her head. 1-2. Here it is. Check swing. 2-2, stays even. Ward looks in and offers. This is low, and we've got ourselves a full count. You can tell this is a situation for Tartan where they kind of know what could happen, kind of like what happened with them in their half of the first inning. This is high, and we've got the bases loaded.
Well, the Spartans batting with 1 out and the bases loaded. Number 10, Hannah Hobo.
We are at the last batter. Hannah Hobo will bat here for the Spartans. Remember, just 1 out here. So an opportunity for Simley to really roll some runs together if they can get some offense here from the bottom of their order. Here's the 0-1 pitch. There's a strike. We've got ourselves an 0-2 count. Let's see if Borgward can work her way out of a jam here. Started the game by striking out 3 of the first 4 batters. Since then, has allowed runners in 3 of her last 4 batters. Swing and a miss, and as I say that, there's a strikeout.
Number 1, Charlie Raymond.
Now it's going to be Charlie Raymond. She struck out her last time up. There's the pitch. That one was low in there for a strike.
You got it, kid. Nobody better here.
Two outs, bases loaded. Swing and a miss down low. And now just like that, with no runs on the board for Simley, despite all of the action that we've seen so far in this inning, Borgward just 1 strike away from getting out of this thing with a goose egg on the board. But we'll see what Charlie Raymond has to say about that. The offering, this one popped up high on the first base line, and making the grab is Robitaille in foul territory, and that goose egg indeed does stay on the board despite the bases being loaded with 1 out. We'll be back. Bottom second coming up right after this on SEC.
The bravest person I know is definitely my dad, 100%.
My friend Sean.
My daughter Cynthia, and she was in the United States Army.
One of the bravest things he ever did wasn't when he first enlisted, it was when he found his first support group.
Our journey has not been easy.
One of the bravest things he did was when he asked to move in with me and my mom.
I felt like I was lost, and you gave me a place to stay.
When he decided he was going to go back to school after 23 years.
It was the better part of my life that I spent in the Marine Corps. Transitioning out, it's a difficult thing.
She went on foreign soil. She went to war. But the bravest thing she did is when she asked for help.
So I really appreciate it.
Start for Tartan pitcher Leah Borgward to start this thing off, and then kind of got into a little bit of trouble, but she worked her way out of it, and now leading things off for Tartan here in this half of the inning is Emma Radenke. As we take a look at the last 10 meetings, Tartan has a 7-3 lead over the Spartans, and they got themselves a 3-run cushion here so far as we start the bottom half of the second inning. It's the freshman, Emma Radenke, out there in left field. And this is down and away. Got a 2-0 count here. Wines fires, this one's rounded over there. A couple of hops over there at second, and that is an easy play for Emma Seelhammer to retire Radenke over there at first.
Batting with one out, number 7, Charlotte Greichak.
Charlotte Greichak will be next here for the Titans, junior second baseman. First pitch, swing and a miss for strike one. Balls one strike, one out. That's a line drive over to there. It did hit the dirt. It was ruled, but Seelhammer once again back-to-back groundouts over to the 5 position there, and we got 2 gone.
For the Titans batting with 2 outs, number 5, Kayla Ray.
Kayla Ray, the designated player, sophomore, is going to come in next. Pitch strike. Tartan's only win this season came on April 8th, beginning of the season. It's the second game, beating Two Rivers. Or so that is Tartan. Two Rivers 14-12 on the road in that matchup. Here's the offer in that one. Ground ball right to first, and 3 ground balls right to that side of the inning, and that will do it. 3 up and 3 down. We'll be back after this here on SEC.
For the Titans after 20 to play.
Way to do it right there. It is beautiful outside, and that guy is comfortable watching some great high school softball action here in Oakdale today. First pitch of the at-bat fouled away as we get started in the top of the third. This is going to be Rowan Smith, struck out in her first at-bat back of the first. Swing and a miss here. Smith 366 this season. 18 RBIs. Got an 0-2 count. Ward off to another good start here in her third frame. Hot ground ball, one hop over to third. Really nice play over there. Firing over for the out. That's Izzy Shodine making the nice play over there, and one go. Emma Seelhammer had two plays. We're going to take a look at this last one. Boom, one hop right there, getting her glove down right on the dirt, firing over with plenty of room to spare. Seelhammer up now. Here for Simley, that one misses high. As I mentioned, Seelhammer had two putouts on defense that last half inning. She had a double her first time up back of the first. There's a strike. One ball, one strike, one out. Misses high yet again. It is 2-1. Here's the 2-1. That one is a high pop fly. In the infield, coming on and making the catch is Charlotte Grichek to retire the batter. And two outs. That'll bring up Tamari Christopher. Struck out her last time up back in the first. She's been a big part of the middle of this order. Tartan has done a phenomenal job on the top half of this order. The Raymond, Smith, Seelhammer, and Christopher all have been retired. 3 strikeouts, 2 pop-outs, and a ground out from those 4 so far. We'll see if, or I should say there was a double from Seelhammer back there in the first, but overall, Borgward has done a great job, but now as I say that, there's a fly ball to center field, and that'll do it. The good vibes continue here in Tartan, here at Tartan, I should say. Bottom of the third, right around the corner after this on SCC.
Buckle up! Nobody is more prepared for an emergency than Dogman.
With all your kung fu skills and your canine fortitude or whatnot.
But for the rest of us, a good plan goes a long way.
Come on, let's go!
So, whether it's an unexpected disaster or the world's most evilest cat bent on destroying all do-gooders,
Destroy all do-gooders!
you can help your family be ready for anything.
No time to waste. Will you get out of here?
Get started today at ready.gov/kids.
Back here at Tartan High School, Titans maintain a 3-0 lead as it's their half here in the bottom of the third. And one person that would love to see more runs on the board there, Jessica Dooley-Simple, the head coach of this Titans team. And she's certainly got to be happy about the effort that the Titans have put in so far, looking to notch their second win here of this season. Got a handful of games to go, but this is it as far as home games are concerned for the Titans for this season. Campbell winds and fires to start things off. That one's going to miss low and inside. Sydney Fearing will lead things off. So we're right at the top of the order as we start the bottom of the third. 1-0 offering. Fearing connects one, going back left center field. Still going right at the wall, making the catch at the track out there in left field for a first out of the inning. And this is how close it came to getting out of there. Right at the track. It just needed a little bit more oomph to clear the fence. One out though. And now it's Leah Borgward. That one misses high on her first offering at a sac bunt her last time up. Here's the 1-0 to Borgward, followed back to the screen, 1-1. Nobody on. Who knows, this one could come down to how far the wind is going to push a ball out here today. There's been lots of instances out there in left field. This is high, it's 2-1. One out. This is down and in, 3-1. Borgward is going to wait for her pitch. 3-1 count. This is as good as it gets here for a hitter. And that's high, and she's on first base with a walk. So she's still sitting there at 0 for 0 on the day. We had a sac bunt to start things off, and now we have the base on balls. But you got a runner on base, 1 out, 1 on here for the Titans in their half of the third. Izzy Shodin will be next. She struck out her first time up. And that one misses high to get this at bat underway, 1-0. Patience at the plate could be extremely key here. You're feeling really good with that 3-run lead. Make Campbell throw as many pitches as possible. Trying to maybe grind this one out. We've got a courtesy runner over there at first base. And it's going to be number 10, Dakota Thurno, will be the courtesy runner, the freshman over there at first. Let's see if Izzy Shodin and company can get her around to score. That one misses. Two out count, 1 out. Ground ball right up the middle, perfect placement, and now we got runners at first and second for the Titans. Hit it where they ain't, and that's exactly what happened there as Shodin sent it right up the middle.
14, Alexis Radenki.
And now we're going to see the cleanup hitter, first baseman Alexis Radenki. She had an RBI single her last time up. Chance for another big inning here. Just one gone so far. This one misses up high to start off here. No ball, no strike, 1 out. That one hit down the first baseline. Foul. It's 1-1. One ball, 1 strike, 1 out. That one's lifted into right center field. Not as much wind out there, so it's not going to carry as much. That will hold the runners over there at first and second. River Amborn, the center fielder, will come up next. Last time up, she had that inside the park home run. You see, just not quite lifting to the track there on that last opportunity for the Titans. We'll see if Amborn can have some more excitement here in her second at bat of the game. That one misses low, starting to, viewers starting to hear the wind, me starting to feel the wind here a little bit. It's got a little bit blustery here today. 1-0, 2 gone. Here it is. Amborn right between short and third. That one gets in. Going to send the runner home. The throw is not going to be in time. Cut off there. 4-0 Titans. Back at second. We're safe. Tartan is going to live to see another batter, and they extend the lead.
For the Titans batting with 1 out, freshman 2 outs, number 17, Elysiana Jackson.
Here's Elysiana Jackson now. 2 out and 2 on. This one's foul down the third base line. River Amborn, she's that player of the game so far. Inside the park home run. And then we've got an RBI single here in her second at bat. She's really propelled Tartan so far in this one. Jackson swings and fouls it back to the screen. That offering misses up high. 1-2. 2 gone. Fouled away. Remains 1-2. One, two out. Jackson. Emma Radanke would be next if we do get there and if this inning is extended. 2 on for the Titans. That one was high. Swing and miss, and that will do it. That will end the inning. Titans leave 2 on base, but River Amborn comes up, and an RBI single makes it 4-0. Titans back in the field after this on SEC.
Nobody is more prepared for an emergency than Dogman.
With all your kung fu skills and your canine fortitude or whatnot.
But for the rest of us, a good plan goes a long way.
Come on, let's go.
So, whether it's an unexpected disaster or the world's most evilest cat bent on destroying all do-gooders,
Destroy all do-gooders.
you can help your family be ready for anything.
No time to waste. Will you get out of here?
Get started today at ready.gov/kids.
Top of the 4th, and Tartan matching the inning with the run scored. 4-0 Tartan right now, and a guy who's looking to get that goose egg off the board is that man, Nick Gallahue, the head coach of this Simley team, looking to get things going. Simley has scored 9+ runs in 7 games this season, and a goose egg so far on the board is leading things off here for the Spartans will be Emmy Webinger. First pitch in there for a strike. Had a stolen base last time she was on the base paths, back there in the first. This one fouled back to the screen. Can Simley get their big inning? Will it be the 4th? 0-2, here it is. Ground ball right up the middle, diving attempt over there at short, but it just goes under the glove of Sydney Fearing, and that's a good start to what might be the start of a hot inning here for Simley. Webinger reaches on a base hit. She's 2 for 2 on the day. Nobody out, 1 on. Jaden McKenzie up next. She struck out her last time out, and Another stolen base opportunity. Another throw. That's behind, and just like that, the second stolen base of the day for Webinger. Nobody out. Runner on second in scoring position. And there's the bunt to try to get her over to the third. That one's had some nice backspin on it. And there's a sack bunt, and that'll get Webinger over to third.
Here we go, Bill.
So one out, and the runner 60 feet away from the first run of the day for the Spartans. Amelia Campbell up next. She had a double her last time up. That was in the second. Pitch to Campbell, pitcher versus pitcher. Swing and a miss on the first offering. Big spot here for Leah Borgward, trying to keep that goose egg on the board. Inside, and it's 1-1. Just try to keep this one in the infield. Give your chance, give your defense a chance. There's a bunt to try to squeeze one out. Everybody stays where they're at. Borgward came up to make the play, obviously looking to keep that run off the board, but that hesitation allowed Campbell to get to first. Jordan McKenzie now is the batter. Swing and a miss now. Oh boy, now they get another runner into scoring position. There's a stolen base for Campbell. Bunt single, stolen base. There's small ball if I ever saw it. McKenzie walks back in the second. Two runners in scoring position. Squares the bunt, pulls back, and a ball. One hit into the gap in the outfield can cut this lead in half. Just like that in the fourth, but they're going to square to bunt. Misses high. It's a situational softball right here. The Titans can't get caught in a hesitation, maybe like last time. 2-1, 1 out. Squares the bunt. This one's foul, and it'll be 2-2. Well, now you got yourselves a 2-strike count. And of course, a foul bunt on strikes 3 equals an out. So Jordan McKenzie may be pushed to swing away here. Two, 1 out, 2 runners on in scoring position, and that one misses low, and we've got ourselves a full count. Now the pressure maybe shifts back towards Leah Borgward here, not wanting to put yet another runner on base. 3-2, 1 out, the offering. And she missed, not by much though. That will put the runner at first base. Bases loaded, 1 out.
With 1 out, and the bases loaded, number 10, Hannah Hobart.
Hannah Hobart is next. 1 out. Everybody on. Swing and a miss, strike 1 to get things started here. Freshman left fielder at the dish. She struck out in her last at bat back in the second. That one misses high. 1-1. Have not seen her square to bunt yet. We've seen a lot of that so far this inning. Simley maybe trying to squeeze their way into that first run. 1-1. High fly ball. This one into shallow left field, and it drops. And this will score a run for the Spartans. Left field. It wasn't as gusty during that play, but that one dropped right in front of Emma Radenke out there in left field, and the Spartans are on the board.
Call an infield fly on that. She's going out to the grass.
Correction, there will be, due to the runners that were on the base Bases loaded. It sounds like the infield fly rule will have gone into effect there. We take another look at it. This will be another good opportunity here for it. Watching for the umpire to see when it's called. It just falls right in front of her. So 2 outs. And it's still 4-1 here. And out for a run. Charlie Raymond batting here in the 4th with 2 outs and runners at 2nd and 3rd. Bounces to the plate. 2-0. The pitch, Raymond right there. Great awareness over there at first and snagging it out of the air is Alexis Radanke. Boy, that could have been a lot worse. Only 1 run on the board for the Spartans. To the bottom of the 4th we go. Tartan 4, Simley 1. Back after this on SEC.
Did you hear?
Todd's in the hospital.
Who's Todd? He got a collapsed lung from vaping. He thought it was cool.
Not cool.
Promise you won't vape, Emma. It can lead to a lifelong addiction, and we can't be friends if your lungs collapse.
Bogus.
Wacky sitcom teens aren't the best people to talk to your kid about vaping.
Hey, you got a minute?
You are. Start the conversation with your child about vaping today.
(4-1). Tartan has the lead here as they're looking to add maybe some more to that 4 here in the bottom of the 4th. Too bad it's not May the 4th. As we get things started, it's going to be Emma Radanke, the freshman left fielder. She grounded out back in the 2nd in her first at bat. She's 0 for 1 on the day. First pitch misses for a ball. Getting this at bat started. Just 2 strikeouts for Amelia Campbell here today. Swing and a miss there on that 2nd pitch. 1 ball and 1 strike. Here it is. That one grounded right at 2nd. Firing over. That is the 3rd putout of the day for Emma Seelhammer over there at 2nd. 1 out.
For the Titans batting with 1 out, number 7, Charlotte Greischak.
Charlotte Greischak will be next. 1 out here in this inning. Swing and a miss on the first pitch. Charlotte grounded out in her first at bat back in the 2nd. Gets in there for a strike. One out, here it comes, and that one's fouled back to the screen. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. Here's the 1-2. That one's going to miss high, and we've got ourselves a even count, 2-2. Nobody on, 1 out. 2-2 offering, right back to Shielhaus, and that's a line out over there. She's had a busy afternoon. 2 gone. Kayla Ray here, batting at the bottom of the order. She had a ground out back in the second. First pitch strike, and it's 0-1. Ray pops this one out down the first baseline, and it's 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs here. Ray floats one into center field, and she gets her first hit of the day right in front of center fielder Charlie Raymond out there, and Tartan has their first base runner of the inning with 2 gone. Just got enough of it to get it over the dirt and onto the grass. And now back to the top of the order we go with Sydney Ferry here with 2 gone. This is high to start off this at bat. Fearing had a single and a run scored in the first, flew out in the third. So we're back to these are the 3rd at bats now for the Titans today. Hot ground ball down the third baseline. That one's there. It goes under the glove over there. Fearing around first. And we've got runners at second and third. Rowan Smith couldn't quite get her glove down to be able to make that play. And now, just like that, 2 outs. And the 2-out rally continues. This is going to be a great look at it right here down the third baseline. That's a hot one hopper. And it's been a busy day for the Simley defenders out there in left field. That's where Tartan has gone when it's gone well here today. Leah Borgwart trying to help her own cause. 2 outs, 1 out. That's in there for the strike, 1-1. If the softball meets the grass, we could be looking at a 6-1 game right now. The 1-1. Borgwart lined it right up the middle. 1 run will score. 2 runs will score. Speaking it into existence, and the Titans lead by 5. Making contact, just doing enough to find your pitch and send it right up the middle back to where it came from, underneath the shortstop. That's Tamari Christopher's glove. 2 RBIs in, and Tartan continues to pad that lead. Izzy Shoden now comes in. Fearing and Ray touching home plate on that last series of events. Swing and a miss on that one from Izzy Shodin. She struck out in the first, and she singled in the third. 1 for 2 on the day. Can she keep this 2-out rally going? With the courtesy runner at first. Swings and misses, this one fouled away. 1-2. Yeah, this game has been, it's been abnormal. I think that maybe what Tartan has happened, it's, you know, I think I said this earlier, they've allowed 10+ runs in 8 games this season, including 5 of their last 6 games defensively. They have been on point, And they've been swinging the bats well here today. Swing and a miss, and that will end the inning, but not before the second multi-run inning for the Titans here today. They extend the lead to 6-1. Back for the fifth after this on SEC. Struck out in the first inning, and she grounded out in the fourth. And here she is leading off the fifth for the Spartans. Second pitch misses down and in, and 2-0 count. The offering from Borgward, and there's a swing and a miss. Correction, count is 1-2. There's the 1-2, high fly ball. Down the third baseline, out of play. And it stays 1-2.
Let's go, Ro. Be lead off.
Tartan with a 3-run first and a 2-run fourth. The 2-2. Smith drives this one into left center field. Coming on and making the catch out there in left field is Emma Radenke for the first down. She's going to give a good look at that one and just cut right in front of her teammate out there. River Amborn, the center fielder, she's had a great day at the plate today. It's Emma Seelhammer up first, or up next, I should say. That one misses high and inside. Seelhammer today reached on a double in the first and then popped out in the third. 1 for 2 on the day.
Here we go, 14. Here we go, 14.
One gone. Here it is. One's going to miss up high again, and 2 balls and no strikes. Mentioned at the top of the broadcast, Seelhammer, one of the bigger bats in this lineup. She's got 4 games where she's had 3 hits in each one of those games. That's one foul down the first base line. And it's 1-2. Also 6 games this season with 2+ RBIs. The top of this order, the most lethal part of the Simley order, has been relatively held in check. This one bounces to the plate.
Thank you.
And it's a 3-ball and 1 strike count. And that one misses down low, and she's going to get on base for the second time today.
All right, check in tomorrow. Let's go, kid.
1 out, and a runner on here from the Spartans. Tamari Christopher 0 for 2 today. Struck out in the first and a fly out in the third. We'll see if she can turn that 0 into a 1. First pitch in there for a strike. fly down the third base line. This one will get out of play. And it will be 0-2. Christopher this season, 2 games with 5 or more RBIs. How about that game, April 4th against Pine Island? 3 for 3, 2 doubles, and 5 RBIs. What a way to start off the season. Now here it is to Christopher. This one's fouled away behind home plate, staying alive on a 2-strike count. Five multi-hit games this year for Christopher. Sealhammer at first. We'll see if Tamari can keep this inning going for Simley. The pitch. Low down the first baseline, and Radanke at first could not quite get it out there. It remains 0-2. We're getting to that point in the season where there's just a handful of games left, 4 or 5 more games left in the season. And then you get into sections, and then the journey towards Caswell Park in Mankato commences. One of the very few MSHSL, at least big school, MSHSL state tournaments that are not in the metro area. The 0-2 to Christopher. A hot ground ball down the third baseline. That one's fair inside the chalk. Sealhammer around second. She comes in there. Oh, they call her safe. We might have to take another look at that one. That was a close play over there, but as it stands, Tamari Christopher with a double and 2 runners in scoring position for the Spartans. Take another look at it. This is where all the action happened. Boom, right inside the third base line over there. And then you see the bang, bang play. Maybe she just didn't get her glove. It looked like the throw was in plenty of time. You see it again, and maybe it did look like that one was, she was indeed safe there. But definitely from the naked eye, it appeared that the throw was in time. Emmy Webinger is up next. She's had stolen bases when she's been on the base paths her last 2 times. 2 runners in scoring position there. Ground ball right towards second. Fires back to first. This will score a run. Sealhammer touches home plate.
For the Spartans batting with 2 outs, number 15, Jordan McKenzie.
Jordan McKenzie will bat next. Tamari Christopher goes over to third, and we've got a 6-2 ball game. 2 outs. Out in front of that one. Fouled it away. Strike 1 to McKenzie. The glove with the strike there. 0-2, 2 gone. Another situation where it's damage control here with Tamari Christopher over there at first. Swing and a miss, and down she goes. Some clutch pitching yet again for Leah Borgwart, and she gets out of it with just 1 run on the board. A 5-run lead becomes a 4-run lead for Tartan, but they're still feeling pretty good. Up by a quattro. Back after this on SEC.
The bravest person I know is my daughter, Cynthia.
My friend Sean, and he was in the Air Force.
One of the bravest things he ever did wasn't when he first enlisted. It was when he found his first support group.
It was when he asked to move in with me and my mom.
I felt like I was lost, and you gave me a place to stay.
She went on foreign soil. She went to war. But the bravest thing she did is when she asked for help.
Bottom five, 6-2. Titans with the lead over the Simley Spartans in this one. Simley, for when they chip away, Tartan comes back. This is senior night here at Tartan. They're going to end the season with not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, but 5 consecutive road games. Hill Murray coming up, and Rogers. How about Matamidi, right? And SEC school out there. Going to end this one by going to Simley to complete the home and home here this season. One fouled away to start off the at-bat. This is going to be Alexis Radanke here in the 5th. She had an RBI single all the way back in the 1st, flew out in the 3rd. Allen misses everything, misses high of the plate, the catcher's mitt, and it ends up on the padding on the backstop. 1-1. Radanke fouls it off. And the 1-2. That one misses high. 2-2. The 2-2 offering down the third baseline, foul, and it will stay 2-2. Tartan has scored a run in every inning they've participated in except for the second. 3 runs in the 1st, 1 run in the 3rd, 2 runs in the 4th. Hot ground ball down the third baseline. That one is fair. Radanke rounds first. She's headed towards second as this one goes in the corner, and she strolls in there on her own 2 feet. A no-out double for Radanke. She had 2 groundouts prior to that, but just finding it exactly in the right spot. Once again, down the hot corner is where the action happens. And we talk about scoring runs in 3 out of 4 innings. That's a pretty good start to possibly make it 4 out of 5. Here's Carla Grichek up next. And one misses low to start off the at-bat. Apologies, that was Alexis Radanke. I should correct myself there. This is River Ashbourne. Fouled away behind home plate. Ashbourne today, inside the park home run in the 1st. That was a 2-run home run, and then an RBI single. 2 for 2. 3 RBIs on the day. That one misses high, and this one's going to go to the backstop. And that will allow the runner, Alexis Radanke, to get over to 3rd on the pass ball. Nobody out. And you've got your best performer today at the plate. We'll see if they can turn that 6 into a 7 right here. In there for a strike, and they got her looking. And the first kind of check mark, so to speak, on the record for Ashbourne here today. And now Aliciana Jackson will come in. She's 0 for 2 today, a line out and a strikeout. 1 out in the inning, runner at 3rd. First pitch strike. Alexis Radanke double. Pass ball got her over there to 3rd. The 0-1 to Jackson, misses high, and the count is even now, 1-1. A 1-1. Popped up to third, and she'll be retired for the out as Rowan Smith comes over to make the play. And now Emma Radanke. You've got Emma at home plate. You've got Alexis at third. We'll see if we can have the family connection. It's just about dinner time, so got to bring the sis home for dinner here. Up high, misses 1-0 to start things off with 2 gone. The 1-0 offering with 2 gone. Here it is. A bouncer down the third base line, back over to first, retired in time. The Tartans don't get anything in this inning, but still maintain a 4-run lead as we go to the 6th. Tartan 6, Simley 2. More after this on SEC.
The bravest person I know is my daughter, Cynthia.
My friend Sean, and he was in the Air Force.
One of the bravest things he ever did wasn't when he first enlisted, it was when he found his first support group.
It was when he asked to move in with me and my mom.
I felt like I was lost, and you gave me a place to stay.
She went on foreign soil. She went to war. But the bravest thing she did is when she asked for help.
Six runs on 7 hits today for the Titans. Just 4 hits today from Simley in this matchup. Titans maintain a 6-2 lead over Simley. Sun's starting to come out a little bit. Speaking of Simley, they've got 3 road games, Matamidi, Hastings, and St. Paul Central, before they end the season against this Tartan team, May 16th, back at their place for their senior extravaganza, I'm sure. And this one's going to be foul to start off the inning. Amelia Campbell, the pitcher, at the dish. Amelia Campbell had a bunt single and a stolen base back in the 4th. Maybe looking to get this thing started towards the bottom. She's the 7-hitter in this lineup. The pitch from Borgward. Fly ball into the sun, down the third base line. This one's going to be foul, and it'll be 0-2. Wind's starting to pick up a little bit here. We know the wind has carried the ball out to left field. We know the wind has taken the ball and placed it in foul territory as well here today. No balls and 2 strikes. There it is. Pop fly behind the fence into the crowd there. And it misses a group of 3 folks. In the stands behind home plate here. Remains 0-2. Simley's going to have 2 more shots here to try to chip into this 4-run lead for Tartan. Protecting the inside of the plate. Check swing foul down the first baseline to stay alive, 0-2. Here comes the pitch. This one just dribbled back out to second base, out towards the pitcher as well. The original signal appeared to be out, and then the call was changed using the bobbled ball signal with both arms kind of going up and down. So it is going to be an infield single here. We'll take another look at it. Going right back, gets past the pitcher over to second. Yeah, there's the bobble. You see it very clearly on the second look. Nice save by Robitaille behind home plate. Got the pass ball there. This is Jordan McKenzie. Campbell at first. And it misses for a ball 2-0. McKenzie walked in the second, and she also walked in the fourth. Maybe this time she'll run to first base. 3-0. She's well on her way to walking again. Just one ball away from her third guaranteed trip here to first base. Nobody out, one on. And there it is, her third walk of the day. And Hannah Hobart will be next. RBI single back in the fourth. Squares the bunt here, and this one's going to go foul down the third base line. Starting to be playoff time all over the country in terms of softball. The college level starting up their conference tournaments for the NCAA tournaments. Of course, sections right around the corner here on the high school level. It just dies right in front of home plate, firing over to first. Nice play to retire the runner over there, but we've got runners now at second and third. One out, two runners in scoring position, and now the top of the order here in the sixth. Charlie Raymond struck out in the first, popped out in the second, lined out in the fourth. She's 0 for 3 today. First pitch to Charlie, swing and a miss, was behind it just a little bit. Borgward bringing some heat. Amelia Campbell over there at third. McKenzie at second. The 0-1. Squares the butt, pulls back, and a ball to even up the count, 1-1. Tartan's feeling good with that lead, but Simley's just been chipping away and chipping away, trying to stay within striking distance where if they get a big inning of their own, maybe they can tie it or take the lead. A 2-1 count here. Borgward versus Raymond. Here it is. Squares the bunt, misses, and it's 2-2. Raymond has been trying to get on via the bunt today. 0 for 3, and she's done a great job of covering it at the top of the broadcast. She's done a great job at setting the table for the other hitters, but it just hasn't been there for the Spartans today. Swing and miss for the second out of the inning, and down goes Raymond.
Let's go, Roll. Here we go, Roll. Hard hit here, kid. He's 2 in,
7 strikeouts for Leah Borgward today. She's been great. She's been great, no question about that. And now Rowan Smith will be up here in the sixth. Grounded foul down the third base line. Strikeout, ground out, fly out. She is 0 for 3 as well today. Two out, two on. High fly ball down the third base line. This is one is going to be out of play. And Simley down to their final strike here in the sixth. Yeah, you're going to have to convert on some of these situations. This is a big one. Otherwise, you're down at least 4 runs going into your final 3 outs. The 0-2 to Rowan. Hot ground ball down third. Fielded. Fires over to first, and the Titans get out of it and maintain a 4-run lead. Izzy Shodine off the hot one hopper, fires it over for the out. Can Tartan extend the lead? We'll find out after this on SEC.
There are a lot of temptations facing young people today, like electronic cigarettes and skateboarding. Each vape pod can contain the same amount of nicotine as a pack of cigarettes. This can lead today's youth to a lifelong addiction and severe lung damage. Recall and consider the facts before making a poor decision.
The health class film guy isn't the best person to talk to your kid about vaping.
Got a few minutes?
You are. Start the conversation with your child about vaping today.
Tartan +4 in this one. Simley just 4 hits in this late afternoon and early evening. Ted LaRue along with you. Titans trying to notch their second victory of the season and trying to extend that lead here. It's been a rough go of it. Titans 1-13 overall, 1-9 in conference, but they have certainly showed up, and these seniors' last opportunity to show out here at their home field. It's certainly been a great outing here. Charlotte Graycheck will lead things off. Check swing fouled away, and it's 0-1. And the 0-1 delivery. One's going to miss high, 1-1. Kayla Ray would be next. Sydney, and then we go to the top of the order with Sydney Fearing. Campbell looks in and delivers. Fouls this one off behind home plate. 1-2 now. Charlotte today grounded out in the second and lined out in the fourth. Getting her opportunity here in the sixth. That one misses very high, and the count is even backed up, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the 2-2. That one misses low, bounces to the plate. We've got ourselves a full count. Here's the 3-2. That one misses high and away, and the Titans have a runner on. Kayla Ray up next. She singled back in the fourth, came all the way around to score a run, grounded out back in the second. And she squares the bunt to try to advance the runner. Going to be a play over at first, but easily a sacrifice, and 1 out. Runner moves over to second. Really good situation here for the Titans. And now you go to the top of the order. Hey, runner in scoring position, just 1 out. And now you got your best hitters coming up. Sydney Fearing it will be, but we've got a meeting in the pitcher circle before we get to that point. Looked like that one over at first could have been a little bit tighter, but good job by Simley kind of bouncing on that ball early and firing it over there for the out. Does not appear we will have a pitching change here. Sydney Fearing up now. She scored 2 runs today. Top of the order. Runner at second, just 1 gone as the Titans are looking to extend that 4-run cushion. Golf swing now down the first baseline. And it's fouled away out of play. 0-1 to Fearing. And down goes the mic. You know, it's funny, there's so much square footage here, and the softball is small in the existence that we lie within the facility and the field of play and maybe the field out of play. And yet it hits the mic. We'll see if we can see it right here. There it is. You hear it as well. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. There's a high pop up down the third baseline. Collision. And the Tartan batter will stay alive. Rowan Smith collides with Emmy Webbinger. As this one, it was a little bit more towards Smith over there at third. But this gives another opportunity for Fearing. We're going to take another look at this one as they collide. I got it, you got it. Fearing says, I got another opportunity. The pitch to Fearing. She hits one down the third baseline, fielded by Smith, fires over to first. That's a nice play, but it will advance the runner over to third with 2 gone. Correction, that was a foul ball, so once again, Fearing will get another opportunity here. One and 2 to Fearing. Pitch misses high, and it's 2 and 2. The 2-2 pitch. Fearing gets a hold of one into left center field. This one's dropped. Great check around third, and she will score, and the Titans now +5.
For the Titans, batting with 2 outs, number 1, Leah Borgward.
Fearing today. That's her second consecutive double. She's had a really good day. Her and River Amborn have been the big bats in the Titans lineup here today. Leah Borgwart will now bat here in the 6th. 7-2 lead for Tartan. That one misses down and in to start off the AB. Just getting some big contact, lining that one right up the middle. Misses down and in. You've got Fearing over, remember, to just 1 out. So even if you can sacrifice, get her over to third, you'd bring in Izzy Shodine, who's 1 for 2 today. So it's a lot left out on the table possibly here in this inning for Tartan. 2 ball, 1 strike count. Borgwart had a 2 RBI single in her last time up. This one fouled away behind home plate. Just got a little bit of contact. 2 and 2. The 2-2. Right behind the catcher. Had some backspin on it, just kind of floating out there, and didn't quite know where the ball was. Borgwart gonna get another opportunity here. Fearing over at second, the pitch. Line drive into center field. That one will drop. Fearing around third. There's going to be no throw at home, and Tartan leads by 6.
Ladies and gentlemen, now running for the Titans, number 10, Dakota Thurno.
We take another look at it, and late in this game, they've just been doing a really good job at getting solid contact into center field, and you see the runner coming home to score. just a really nice job all throughout the order. Borgwart, the latest one to take advantage of it. And, you know, at first we were talking about River Amborn and what she was able to do, that inside the park home run in the first, and then a RBI single. So 3 RBIs for her during this game. And then we talk about Sydney Fearing. She's come around to score 3 times, 2 doubles on the day. And now all of a sudden Leah Borgward is sitting there. She had a 2 RBI single back in the 4th, and now an RBI single here in the 6th. So all sorts of bats doing it here for the Titans now. A 6-run lead, and we've got a new pitcher here coming on. It is Tamari Christopher will be the new pitcher. Tamari on the year, 1 and 2, 1 win, 2 losses. She's pitched 19 1/3 innings here this season, 21 strikeouts, and sitting right at about 6.5, 6.52 when it comes to the ERA right now. So right here and now, kind of a good opportunity for a pitching change for Simley, because it was very clear, I think, as this last inning or so was going along, that Amelia Campbell was kind of starting to wear down a little bit. So we'll take a look at what we got coming up from an upcoming broadcast perspective. Coming up May 9th, Hastings taking on Tartan. Girls lacrosse matchup. That's going to be at 6 p.m. And then I'll be back on the call Monday, May 12th, White Bear Lake and Stillwater over there at 4:30 on the baseball diamond. That should be a good one. Bears versus Ponies. Tartan and North St. Paul will be Friday, May 16th. That is baseball at 4:30 live on SEC.
Now pitching for the Spartans, number 2, Tamari Christopher.
Here we go, 2.
This is Izzy Shoding at the plate for the Titans. That one misses low and inside. Dakota Thurno, the courtesy runner over there at second. Or just 1 out only. The pitch. Ooh, some solid contact, and that one came very, very close to the opening in the fence down there. That was the sharpest hit ball I think that I've seen this entire day. Here's the 2-1. That one misses, and it'll be 3-1. 3 balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Tartan has an extremely comfortable 6-run cushion. Shodin follows this one back behind first base, excuse me.
Here we go, finish it here.
3-1 count, 1 gone. Shodin lifts one to right field. And coming on and making the grab out there is Jordan McKenzie. The runner will tag. Thurno advances over to third. So the 9th run of the day for Tartan, just 60 feet away there on the sacrifice.
For the Titans, batting with 2 outs, number 14, Alexis Verdanke.
Here is Alexis Radanke. Had a double her last time up there in the 5th. An RBI single in the 1st. She's had a pretty good day as well. Dakota Thurno over there at third. One and two, 2 outs. The pitch to Radanke. That one was low, swung and missed at it. Unsure if that she needed to run to first base on that one or not, but it's a strikeout to end the inning. Tartan just a half inning away from their second victory of the season. Can they get it? Find out after this on SEC.
Emma, did you hear?
Todd's in the hospital.
Who's Todd? He got a collapsed lung from vaping. He thought it was cool.
Not cool.
Promise you won't vape, Emma. It can lead to a lifelong addiction, and we can't be friends if your lungs collapse.
Bogus.
Wacky sitcom teens aren't the best people to talk to your kid about vaping.
Hey, you got a minute?
You are. Start the conversation with your child about vaping today.
Tartan leading by 6. Out here, it's maybe, is it quite warm enough to maybe be the dog days? Maybe not quite. And certainly it's not that time on the calendar, but it is a very nice day for both humans and canines alike here in Oakdale at Tartan High School. 6-run lead for the Titans. Looking to close this one out. Emma Sealhammer. Hot ground ball. It takes a high bounce through the infield, and she'll get started in a nice aware base running as she takes the second bag.
Coach Bar, hit one hard. On your barrel. Copper.
Sealhammer, that's her second double. She had a double back in the first inning. And now Tamari Christopher, who's the pitcher, will come on to bat here. She had a double her last time up in the 5th. Pitch misses high, 1-0. Here's the 1-0. And that one's fouled away down the first base line. 1 ball and 1 strike. Here's the 1-1. That one misses up high, 2-1. Fouled away. 2-2. This would take quite the rally to extend this game. And fouled away once again behind home plate. Stays 2-2. And the pitch, Christopher pops this one up down the third base line. This one's going to get out of play off the top of the press box.
Come on, Joe.
And it'll stay 2-2. The 2-2 to Christopher. Got her looking, and some great location for the strikeout from Leah Borgward.
For the Spartans, batting 1 out, number 4.
7 strikeouts for Borgward today. That's been her performance has been a big part to the success of the Titans as well. 1 out, runner at second. And now we are going to see Emma Webinger. A little early on that one, swing and a miss for a strike. It's fouled away down the first base line. If you kind of look at what Tartan has done lately, Monday losses 11-3 to South St. Paul. Friday, May 2nd, losing 16-6 to North St. Paul. A 5-3 loss to Hastings. You kind of go on down the line. If this does indeed hold up the way at 2 runs right now, it will be just the second time this season where they've had 2 or less runs scored on them. You got to go back to Saturday, April 12th, when they lost 1-0 to Rice Lake. So it has been certainly a standout performance this season by the Titans. Ground ball back to Borgwart in the pitcher's circle, fires over to first, and we're 2 gone. We are 1 out away from this thing being history.
For the Spartans, batting with 2 outs, number 3, Isabel Tix.
Now we're going to see Isabel Tix coming to the plate. Batting for Jaden McKenzie. Two outs, runner at third. There's a hot ground ball up the middle. Win number 2 on senior night in Oakdale. And a fantastic performance all the way around on offense and defense. The Titans take it 8-2 here over the Simley Spartans. Leah Borgwart with 7 strikeouts in this one. Just 2 earned runs in the game. Other significant performances. River Amborn had an inside the park home run. She had 3 RBIs in this game. You look at Leah Borgwart, we talk about pitching, we talk about hitting. 3 RBIs in this one for Borgwart. Sydney Fearing and this scored 3 runs in this one. She had 2 doubles on the game. Just an overall great performance from this Tartan Titans team all throughout the lineup. And you know, it really started maybe with River Amborn as really the one that started off big with that inside the park home run in the first, and then that RBI single in the third. But certainly others kind of really came home to play. But you know, for as much as the offense was certainly here and as great of a performance that was, I think you got, if I'm awarding to the player of the game, I think Leah Borgwart has had 7 strikeouts combined with what she did at the plate was certainly fantastic throughout this game. This is a big win in a year where it maybe hasn't been the best for the Titans. This is a game that I think this group, specifically the seniors, will look back on and say, hey, that was certainly a memorable moment. And as I kind of mentioned earlier throughout this broadcast, this is a team that has had a lot of runs scored on them. 10+ runs in 8 games this season, and especially as of late. They faced some good teams, but Simley was sitting right there around 500, and they find a way to win 8-2, the final tally in this one as well. What a fun game it was for everybody involved here today. Once again, Tartan 8, Simley 2. I'm Ted LaBrue. This has been a presentation of high school softball on SEC. Have a great night.